Today we're going to be making peanut butter banana dog treats. I'm going to be making some training treats with my lovely assistant here, Harley. We've got my Vitamix blender ready to go, and then we've got our supplies already here. We have eggs and peanut butter. We have tapioca flour and another flour here, and also I'm going to add a little bit of flax seed. And then some bananas that need to get used up. That's why I'm going to make these right away. And we have my pyramid pan, which is a silicone mat. A lot of people use this bumpy side, but we're going to be using the little open side so that we can put our batter in there and it will make just bunches of treats. So this one holds over 500 treats when we fill it up. So we're going to go ahead and get going. So Harley here is going to peel these bananas and put them into the blender.
It's been so long I forgot how to peel bananas. It takes forever.
So next we're going to be adding about a 1/4 cup of peanut butter. We're going to add a little bit extra for ours just because, like I said, we have an extra banana, so we're just going to make a bigger batch. We've got a 1/4 cup measure. You got a spoon there you can use to scoop. Now we're just using a generic peanut butter. You want to make sure the peanut butter that you use does not have xylitol in it, because that is very toxic to dogs. I don't see most peanut butters using it, but if you have like a low calorie peanut butter, it might have xylitol. So just check that before you use it. We want a heaping scoop because we're doing a bigger batch. How does that look, Harley? Okay. So you can just scoop that out of the cup and into the blender. You can use the spoon to scoop it out of there. There you go. Good job.
These are my 3 favorite eggs.
Go away! Yeah, the dogs are already excited. No, put them into the blender. Now we're using the blender because, especially with we have a crunchy peanut butter, and it will help to really mix up the ingredients. You could also probably use like a food processor or something. Rosie and Evie get to help. Go ahead. They get to help clean up the measuring cup since we're done with it. It's just got peanut butter on it. They're pretty happy.
Seems so easy.
So Harley's gonna go ahead and put the lid on our blender. We're just gonna blend up all of the soft ingredients. Yep, good job on this one. And just wanna start blending it. So here we go. And then we're going to go ahead and pour it into our bowl here, and that's why I've got this nice little spatula ready so that we can scoop it out. There you go.
It smells pretty good. It looks like eggs. Okay,
so we've got it all in our bowl. Harley's gonna add a couple tablespoons of our flax seed meal. And again, that's something that's not in our recipe, but I'm gonna add it just because I think it's good for them and because we can. Just 2. Yep, that's fine. All right, and then we're gonna add about a 1/2 cup of tapioca flour, and then we're using a gluten-free all-purpose flour, but you can use wheat flour. It doesn't have to be quite a scoop because we'll start on the lower end and then we can always add more. Okay, and then we're gonna mix it up. Liquidy still, so we're gonna add a little bit more of our flour because it's kind of, yeah, it's pretty good. And just mix it again. And then we're gonna spread it out so that they go into the little holes. This takes a little bit of time to get it all evened out.
We've finished spreading it out. Now just putting it on the edges.
Just scraping it so that it doesn't have too much on there. Rosie says, "Are the treats ready yet?" Especially around the edges, they look pretty golden. So I think they look good. I'm gonna let them cool off for a little bit. Still a little bit hot, but I'm gonna go ahead and dump these out onto this pan, and then I'm just gonna move the silicone mat onto a fresh pan. I'm gonna leave these on the pan to kind of finish cooling, and they'll kind of crisp up a little bit. So you can just kind of fall out of the pan, usually. And you can help it by stretching the mat. And then we'll do another batch because we can make several batches, and I only have one of these pyramid pans, so we'll do several batches. You can turn it off. Turn it off, silly. Okay, so I just dumped out our second batch, and these are cool enough now that I can kind of break up the ones that had extra batter. So just kind of separate them. This time I was able to make probably about 1,300 treats out of this because each pan is about 550. So at least 1,300, maybe a little bit more than that. Lots of good training treats for the dogs. Nice little bite-sized treats. So here's our final product. So here's one pan full, we've got another pan full, and then our last batch, which is just a partial mat, and I'll empty those out in a minute. But the most important part is the taste test. Oh, Harley's already been trying some. These are something that you can snack on too if you like them. Thanks so much for watching, and we hope that you're able to make some treats like this for your dogs to enjoy too.